Hello guys, I'm Timothy O from Earle Sports Bets and Picks and Parlays, and welcome back to another edition of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. Today we've got 3 baseball games to talk about, and we'll talk about some WNBA as well because we got a 3:30 game for that one. Before we jump into those games, which will be the Cubbies and the Pirates, the Orioles and the Rays, and then Oakland and Cleveland, along with Vegas and Phoenix for the WNBA. All of our baseball plays that me and Nick agree on, because these are some of my personal plays, all the games we agree on, are on the picksandparlays.net website, picksandparlays.net/Tim. Week pass, $70 for all of the MLB plays. Make sure you guys check out all the WNBA, CFL, and MLS over there as well. Lots of plays over on the site. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Cubbies and the Pirates will be going at it. The Cubbies are minus 110 with a total of 8.5. Kyle Hendricks and Rich over the hill. And for this one of these teams is heading in the right direction, winning 7 out of 8. And I believe it's now 2 in a row, but 7 out of 8, they're on a hot run. The other team has lost 7 in a row. Yeah, I'm going to take the Cubbies. Pirates had a really good run, and now they're starting to fall back to where they belong, which is going to be about 4th place soon. And the only team that's going to be ahead of them is St. Louis. I think Pittsburgh will finish ahead of St. Louis, but they're kind of falling apart now. I think Cubbies are on the upswing. Kyle Hendricks starting to feel it a little bit. We'll take the Cubbies minus the 110 to finish off the sweep against Pittsburgh. We'll go over to Baltimore and Tampa Bay. The Rays are minus 150 at home with a total of 8. Baltimore took the first game today. They're a good road team. Guess what? We're going right back to them. This is a Baltimore team that I really like. They've won 7 out of 10. They're now, 18 games above 500? It's a really solid Baltimore Orioles team, and they keep getting slept on. They keep getting made dogs on the road. They shouldn't be. We'll grab them, plus 130 versus Tampa Bay. The final game that we'll talk about in the MLB is the one that I'm personally most excited about. It's the Oakland Athletics and the Cleveland Guardians. Minus 170 are the Guardians. 8.5 is your total. Tim, you never bet Guardian games. You never bet the AL Central. There's a reason why for this one. And I even pulled out my hat, my ECU hat for this one, because it's Gavin Williams going for the Cleveland Guardians, making his major league debut, first-round draft pick out of East Carolina. So you already know, yes, it's a little bit of a homer pick. I'm going Cleveland minus 1.5 at plus 130. Gavin Williams had a .96 whip and a 2.1 ERA in the minor leagues. So he is a up-and-coming prospect. It's not a guy that's coming up because they needed arms or because they just needed to throw somebody up there that had a big ERA no. This is one of their up-and-coming prospects. Obviously, Tristan McKenzie going down kind of escalated him quicker up to the majors. But Gavin Williams is a strong pitcher. He was really good in college, really good in minor leagues. He finally gets his shot tomorrow against Oakland. I think this is a perfect spot for him. Now, I would lean towards an under in this game as well because I see Blackburn possibly pitching good. But Cleveland will back my boy Gavin Williams in his first career start. Final game we'll talk about is the WNBA, which is the Aces and the Mercury. The Aces, yes, 18.5-point road favorites with a total of 164.5. Now, I'm following 2 trends. I'm waiting to see whether or not Seattle holds on to tonight. If they do, the trend is 16-8-1. If they don't, it's 15-9-1, and that's home dogs. Not to mention just home dogs. Regular dogs in general are hitting at 59% in the WNBA this year. So yes, I'm taking the Mercury plus all those beautiful points. Plus, you look at Vegas. Since their preseason, their first game win, their opening night win in Seattle, they covered the 13.5 and they won that game. Since then, their road games, they've had 5 of them, was a win but no cover versus LA, a win and no cover versus Atlanta, a win and no cover versus Indiana, a win but a cover of only 5.5 against Connecticut, and then they lost outright to Connecticut. Yeah, give me the Mercury plus the 18.5. I think they cover that spread in tomorrow's game. That's a 3:30 game for you guys. Once again, all of the MLB plays that we'll have up on the site that me and Nick agree on, picksandparlays.net/Tim, $70 for a week pass on all of those. Recapping, we'll grab the Cubbies, the Orioles, the Guardians, and the Mercury all tomorrow on this edition of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the MLB and the WNBA.